All right, welcome back to the Push Lap F1 podcast. Today we're going to be going over what we think the 2027 F1 grid lineup will be. I think this year has a chance to really be mixed up or just have a few changes. So I think our lists are going to be really different. I think we're going to have some
Yeah.
hot takes. So yeah, we'll just jump right into it. There's a lot of rumors flying around right now, even some that have come out today. I tried not to lean into those too much. Some
Yep.
Carlos Sainz to Williams, even some rumors about Checo. So we'll kind of see how that pans out. But what we're gonna do this is we're gonna volley between first and last, and we're gonna start with first. So Mercedes, who you got for
All right.
2027?
All right. Kimmy, Antonelli, and Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen starting out
Yep.
hot at the gate.
Yep. Um, I mean, went on vacation with Toto. Everybody saw that. Um, I think why else would you be going on vacation with, somebody, a rival team's boss if it wasn't for that? So,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if it'll be 2027, but I think before the end of Max's career, he'll be at Mercedes.
yep.
I think most likely to be 28. But if we got the news that Max moves to Mercedes, I really wouldn't be shocked about that
No.
track. So I went with the boring answer and I just said Kimmy and Russell.
Come on.
I think they keep it the same for next year. But I think possibly after this, depending on how it goes next year. I've said it before. I think Russell has to win the championship next year to retain
Yeah,
his seat. I think that
that's for sure.
I think they're just going to keep the same lineup just because of contract, just because of ease, and I mean they're ahead in the championship standing. So
Yeah.
next one I'll start with Cadillac. I've got Valtteri Bottas and Ugo. And I cannot pronounce his last name, and I'm not going to try to butcher it. Ugo Chukwu. All right.
Yep. Close
Sounds super
enough.
left field. Are you familiar?
I've heard the name a few times, but I don't really know much
Yeah.
about him.
I think Cadillac's courting him. He's an American F1 driver, raised in New York City. He's doing really well in
Sounds
F2.
like it.
Yeah, yeah. And his parents are Nigerian. He moved over here. He's done great in F2, and he's heavily involved with the F2 program. My reasoning behind this is I think they want a young driver, number one. I
Yeah.
think that Colton Herta has not delivered in F2. And number
Mm-mm.
three, I don't think that Perez leaves uh, the team because they want him to. I think Perez leaves the team because he gets a better opportunity. And we'll get to who that is in a second. But I think Perez leaves. I think he's done enough this season to really show that he is in top form. And in all reality, what is there at Cadillac in the next 5 years for Perez? I mean, he's older in the F1 on the F1 grid. I think that Cadillac will be good, but I think that they're going to go for a young talent, not Sergio Perez, to win the championship. So that's kind of my lineup for Cadillac.
All right. Mine, keeping it simple. Checo and Valtteri, no change. Um, I think I think they stick with what they have this year to try and develop the team a little bit more while they have experienced drivers, and then possibly 2028 we sign younger talent to start, making a push for some championships.
Yeah, I think that's valid, especially, rule changes will be coming up in the
Yeah.
next few years. It'll be good to get your young drivers in line. I think they have a few good drivers in the hot seat, so I don't hate it. All right, Red Bull. You've already moved Max to Mercedes. Who takes the spot? What's the lineup?
All right. Isaac Hadjar and Liam Lawson.
Liam Lawson back. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
You think they take him back?
I think this is different now because being the second seat with Hadjar and being second seat with Max is not the same thing at all.
Yeah.
Um, I think with Hadjar there, it's more of a 1A, 1B kind of thing
Yeah.
instead of number one and number two. And I think I mean, I think Liam Lawson's had the season to kind of prove he deserves the spot back. Um, they wouldn't have to really fight anybody for him, I don't think, because I'm pretty sure he would choose to go back if they asked. So,
I agree with that. Yeah, I think he would definitely go back if given the opportunity. Sort of a redemption arc in Liam Lawson's
yeah,
career. So I think it would be cool to see if they join as teammates. Who do you think finishes ahead by the end of 2027?
I think Hajar, but
Yeah,
I'm also a Hajar fan, so
yeah, that's true.
yeah,
I think Hadjar maybe the first year, but if they got 2 years, I think at least Liam Lawson would get within touching distance. I think that he's a little bit of an underrated driver. I
yeah.
kept it simple. Max and Hajar. I think Max stays this
Ah,
year. I think he moves next year. The interesting thing is, Max leaving really isn't a crazy thought, just because we know that he has a contract until 2028, I believe, but he has performance clauses that he can trigger
yep,
to leave the team if they. I think he has to be top two in the championship. He's definitely not top two, so
yeah,
it would be really cool to see him make a move away from
yep.
Red Bull, which has been where he's been the whole time. So I'm going to keep Max and Hadjar, but I think that if he does move, it wouldn't be that crazy. All right,
That's fair.
Aston Martin.
Keeping it the same.
Yep, same here. Alonso and
Yeah.
Stroll.
Alonso pretty much said today that he's back. Um, Lance Stroll ain't leaving anytime soon, unfortunately. So,
Yeah, yeah. I
yep.
mean, I kept it the same for the exact same reasons. Alonso, I think, is revitalized. He sees maybe the light at the end of the tunnel with this Aston Martin Honda marriage. And then possibly with Stroll, I think he's here for another few years. I don't see him retiring right
Yeah.
now. But I do think that it is coming. I think that he's going to move on to something else. He's shown some interest in GT3, endurance racing. I think there's a chance he moves on to a different category. I don't think that'll be this year. I don't think it'll even be next
Yeah.
year. I think it'll be maybe at the end of this regulation. So keeping it the
Yeah.
same. All right, your team. I'll start first. Ferrari. I hate to be boring, but there's no way that it's not Charles and Lewis next year. The team has just
Yeah, I
been
said
too
the
good
same
this
thing.
year. Yeah, there's no way. They've been too consistent. When one of them falters, the other one picks up. They're second in the
Yep.
championship by a good margin. They look as one of the best pairings on the grid. Totally different story from last year. I just think that there's no way either of them leaves or the team fires either of them. I mean, Leclerc's contract is well into the 2030s from what we
Yeah.
understand, so there's really no reason.
Yeah. I mean, Lewis is in prime form again. I think no reason for him to not run it back next year. But I will say, I think if he wins number 8 this year, he does retire.
Yeah,
Actually,
I could agree with that. Who would take a spot if he were to retire?
Ollie Behrman gotta be.
Yeah, I think so. Kamara's looking good. He could be up next, but I think Ollie would be the choice.
Yeah, I got him somewhere else though, so I
Uh
can't.
oh, can't put him on here yet.
No.
All right, Williams. Who do you got for Williams?
All right. Alex Albin
Okay,
and Leo Fornaroli.
Fornaroli to Williams.
Yep.
Okay,
Um, I think he's waiting for his spot to open up. Signs pretty much has already said peace out. I think everybody kind of understands that by now.
yeah,
I think this might be the best opportunity he gets. Um, not the worst team on the grid, so I would take the opportunity while I had it.
yeah. All right, I went similar, but maybe a different direction in age. I agree. I think Signs is done. I think that even what he said about the Baku upgrade, he said basically we know what our upgrade is for Baku, and it's not what Aston Martin had. This is kind of
Yeah.
just where they're at. I think Signs is gone. I think to pair Alex Albon, Sergio Perez joins
Ooh.
Williams.
I
Crazy.
did see I did see that they were in conversation. So,
That is what swayed my vote a little bit. And the reason that I think this
yep.
is, I think my opinion with Sergio Perez is he knows years are limited at in the F1 grid. I think that Williams is a slight upgrade with that Mercedes power unit. I don't
Yeah.
think he has a long-term future in F1 being one of the older guys. I think he offers a lot of really good wisdom with car setup and direction. And
Yeah.
if the rumors are true about Williams throwing money at Signs, I think he's there for the paycheck as well.
Yeah. Uh, Definitely fair. I mean, he's at least a little more competitive.
Yeah,
Uh, might be, marginal, but if he puts that thing in the points once or twice, then that'd be a pretty successful season coming off of this one.
for sure. For sure. I think it would be really interesting also to see him paired up against Alex Albon to see how he stacks up. Ex Red Bull
Yeah.
driver, both had Max Verstappen as a teammate, so that would be a really
I can tell you
neat
who's going to
lineup.
win that one.
Who do you think?
Checo, easy,
Yeah, I think
easy.
so too. I think so too.
Checo was beating Max.
I agree. I think Checo would definitely do a lot better than Albon. I think it would take some time, just like it did with Sainz, but Sainz is obviously the better driver
Yeah.
above Albon. So, all right, McLaren.
Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri.
Okay, all right. I was worried you were gonna throw something crazy out there like Alex
uh,
Dunn or an F2
no,
driver, but
no.
uh, I agree. But I'm gonna add a caveat. Okay, if McLaren comes out of the summer break and wins multiple races, I think Max joins Oscar. I mean, sorry, Max joins Lando, and Oscar goes to Red Bull. A little bit of a jump scare there. The
That's
reason I
fair.
say that is there are a lot of rumors with Max going to McLaren, but it's not the same McLaren as last year. They're a customer team. The only way he joins, in my opinion, is if they show promise to be a championship winning force
Yeah.
next year and he can't get in at Mercedes. So I think if McLaren comes out, wins Zandvoort, wins a couple of other races, there's a chance that Max joins. But unless that happens, which I don't think it will, I think they keep the same lineup, Lando and Oscar.
Yeah. Uh, I think the problem with Max going there also is you have 1A and 1B,
Yeah.
and Lando whines too much, kind of, for that to be the case. Like, I think Lando will want to be the sole number one driver.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't think there's a better teammate pairing on the grid right now, actually.
Oscar and Lando.
Yeah.
I fully agree. I think that they're the best and most consistent. I think that Ferrari maybe number two.
Yeah.
Is that what you would say? Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, close. It's close. But I think, I mean, in the last couple of years, Oscar's, you know, he led the championship last year. Lando won. And then obviously this year they kind of backslid a little bit, but Charles didn't have a very good season, and Lewis is blowing him out of the water. So it's kind of like,
Yeah. All right. Uh, let's go to Audi. Who do you have at Audi?
all right, Bortoletto and Sainz.
Agreed. I
Yep.
agree. Why do you think Sainz moves to Audi?
Uh, Pretty much because they basically already came out and said that. um, I mean, everybody's seen the rumors about, that they wanted him at first. He chose to stay with Williams. That's obviously not working. And I mean, might as well now. It's like
Yeah.
they want you, and that's an upgrade. So,
I think Audi would be a huge upgrade for Sainz. I
yep.
think that if we roll the clocks back a little bit, I forget how unsure the Audi project was, considering there was a lot of problems at first with Sauber wanting 50% ownership. Audi ended up buying
Mhm.
all the ownership. They changed team principles. There was a lot going on with the Audi project and not a lot of good noises coming out of it. And so I think
Yep.
at that around that time is when Sainz kind of made his decision. Now, the Audi project looks like one of the most promising in F1. It looks
Yeah.
more promising than Aston Martin. It looks more promising than Cadillac. And not to even forget, Cadillac is a new team and they have done really well. But Audi is doing something that Cadillac isn't, and that's building their own engine. And they're in the upper middle half of that midfield pack. And I
Yep.
just think that Sainz at Audi makes a lot of sense with his dad. Racing in Audi, it's a lot bigger project. And Sainz is a lot higher caliber, more well known driver on the marketing side. I love Bortoleto, and I think that he's one of the best rookies out of that class. But Bortoleto and Hulkenberg aren't two of the more known drivers in F1 like Sainz is. Sainz is definitely in the top half.
Yeah. I mean, we saw what he did at Ferrari. He was really
Yeah.
good. I mean, he
Yeah,
went
if
to
you give him
Williams thinking, you know,
if you give him a race-winning car, he wins races.
yeah,
Not very many drivers on the grid are able to do that. You give him a car that has a sniff of a race win, and he's going to win a couple
yeah.
throughout the season. So, all right. Next, Racing Bulls. Who do you have?
Arvid Lindblad and Nikola Soloff.
All right. Explain.
Easy. Um, he might be the best F2 driver of all time. I've got Lawson getting promoted, and clear choice. I mean,
I agree. I sent you a Soloff edit. I don't know a ton
yep,
about Soloff other than he's had a historic F2 season.
yeah,
I'm instantly a Nikola Soloff fan now. I think that I agree. I have on my list here Soloff and Arvid. First off, before I get into Soloff, now would probably be the time to start bringing out the wallet and buying into some Soloff cards. I think that his
yep,
market is super underdeveloped. I think that when Topps F1 comes out with his rookie card, you got to buy it. I made the mistake of not buying Kimmy's rookie card. Those
yeah,
cards are going for mega bucks. So I think Soloff, I think Arvid, and my reasoning behind getting rid of Liam Lawson, unfortunately, is just lack of options. You have to
yeah,
put Soloff in the car after the season he's had. And as
yep,
much as you want to keep Lawson, you can't get rid of Arvid because he's only been there a year. And so the next most reasonable choice is just to get rid of Lawson. I think that he's been one of the better drivers of the year, but
yeah.
unfortunately, what is Lawson's future at Racing Bulls? But there is none.
None.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think maybe he goes to Red Bull, but after that, I don't think that he has any future at this team. He's got to go somewhere else. So he's already
Yeah.
developed a lot. I think that I think Lawson's gone. I think Salah in. I think Arvid to pair.
Yep. Uh, that's a point scoring combo, it seems like.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that Salah has any chance of beating Arvid out the gate and kind of catching him out, or do you think Arvid's solid enough to weather a really formidable rookie teammate?
I think it'd be a good competition. I think it kind of would be like what we're seeing out of Liam and Arvid this year.
Yeah,
Uh, you know, every now and then he'll beat him out for in the points, but I mean, experience matters.
yeah. Yeah, there's no telling where that card's at next year. That
Yeah.
team has been all over the place. They've been one of the worst teams. They've been one of the best. So it'll all just depend on the car as well. All right, two teams left. We're gonna go with Haas, and I know for a fact we're gonna disagree here.
Ollie Behrman and Kamara.
Kamara, okay. I
Yep.
disagree, but explain why you think Behrman Kamara makes sense.
Behrman's got to stay.
Yeah,
Uh, he's been too good not to. Uh, Hulkenberg's retiring, probably. I mean, that kind of seems like the case at least. And Haas might be the best team Kamara can go to.
yeah.
That might be a hot take. I mean, I think he's got the ability to score points there. If they offer him a contract, he's going.
So you think Alcon gets the axe? He's not moving anywhere.
No,
I,
bad.
I don't disagree. I think Ollie, but I'm gonna disagree with Kamara. I think Fornaroli gets the drive at Haas. There's been a
Mm,
lot of rumors about Leonardo Fornaroli, but I think he gets the Haas drive. I don't think Kamara makes it in. As much as I would like for him to, I think Solov has been the standout. I think Fornaroli had a great F2 season last year. I think they're going to go with him. I think Kamar makes on the grid maybe next year, but I think it's Fornaroli, Oliver Behrman. They've got a good young core, and eventually Ollie hopefully moves up to Ferrari,
Yeah,
which would be really good. The only problem I have with Haas right now is like, what is their future in the sport? You know,
I don't
they've
know.
they've got one good young driver. They're courting another couple of young drivers. They're the only team not spending up to the budget cap, and they've had a few good seasons, but for the most part, every season is like this. Start out really well, don't develop the car, be really terrible by the end of the year. I just don't see. I just don't. I struggle to see where this team goes, other than taking the time and effort to bring in young drivers, develop them, just for them to leave to better teams that develop their cars better throughout the season.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, when they don't spend money, they don't spend money.
Yeah,
We could see them get taken over by someone better, maybe. Could see Honda F1 make a comeback. That'd be awesome.
yeah.
Um,
Toyota, their title sponsor.
yeah, or that. That'd be, I don't know. I don't know if we want that. Uh, I think it'd be a good spot for Honda. The colors are kind of the same. That was kind of what I was thinking. But
Okay. Honda would be sick to come back in. I would love to see them have their own full team and bring that back. They weren't terrible with BAR back in the day.
yeah, I mean, I know, I know somebody that was pretty good there.
That's right.
You
They
know,
also developed they developed the Braun GP01. They developed a championship winning
yep.
car. Just they didn't get any of the recognition for it. So I think they have the money and the means to be able to do it. All right, last one. I'll take point on this one. I think we're gonna disagree. Could be wrong. I'm gonna go Lawson Gasly. I think instead of we are gonna be different because you put Lawson at Red Bull. I think
Yep.
I think Lawson gets the axe. I think he moves to Alpine. I don't think Colapinto gets the drive. I think he's been good this year. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that he's been terrible or anything like that. I just think that Flav he sees Lawson, who has been one of the better drivers of the year, without a seat, and he has the leverage to be able to snatch him away from Racing Bulls and from any of the other drivers. I think that it would be suicidal to get rid of Gasly. I don't think there's any
Yeah.
way that they ever get rid of Gasly. Gasly is like in midfield purgatory at the moment.
Yeah.
He's too good to go down anywhere, but I don't think that he's shown enough to move up anywhere. I think it would do
Yeah.
well at a top team, but I think he's stuck at Alpine forever. But I think Lawson, Gasly.
Well, here's my problem with that. I think I don't know that Lawson would want to go to Alpine.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, I feel like it'd be kind of a lateral move, maybe a little bit of a downgrade from Racing Bulls. And I mean, I think the seat upgrade to a better team should be available to him at the end of the season.
Yeah, I
But
would love for that to happen.
yeah. Okay,
Who do you
Gasly.
have?
I have Gasly
All
and
right,
Gabrielle Mini.
Gabrielle Mini. Interesting pick.
Yep. Um, I think everybody kind of knows how much Colapinto is disliked by Flav. I feel like he makes that kind of clear on a weekly basis. Um, I'm not sure that it would be an upgrade. I think it'd be more of a trial kind of thing.
Yeah.
See what see what they can get out of him. But yeah, I thought it'd be interesting to throw that in there.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad choice either. I think he's had a good season as well. And it makes sense. I mean, they threw Doohan out. What was that? A couple races into the season last year to put Colapinto
Yeah,
in the seat. It wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world, but either one of those lineups, I think, is still a solid lineup for Alpine. The big thing is Gucci is coming in next year, which for some
true.
reason is just like lost. All no one's really talking about it. I feel like, but that could be huge for them. A lot of money, a lot of
Yeah,
publicity. It could bring in more sponsors. It could bring in more personnel. So maybe good things coming out of that team. I think the problem with that team is just the leadership. They've, even when it was Renault, they've just never been able to crack through that midfield ceiling, whether it's,
Yeah.
you know, get to number 5, or you just hover around that 8 or 9 with some glimpses of real raw pace. There's just something about that team that just can't make it to the top. So I think it's a good lineup. I think that Gasly's there 100%, but we'll see what happens with the rest. So it seems like on both sides, we both feel like there's going to be a big rookie class incoming this season.
Yep.
So what do you think that means for
Uh,
the grid? You go ahead.
I'm gonna throw this in there. For our card people, Rafael Kamara cards. They're they're on the up, but I think now would be the time to buy.
All right.
Um,
What all
his
does he have?
cards
Just
have he's got all of his F2 cards out right now. Um, let me
does he have one
um
of the first appearance cards out? Because we have yet to see a. They just started doing that in Topps F1 2026. It's got a little stamp that says first appearance on it. We have yet to see a big rookie get one of those cards and come through to F1. So when that happens, that will be a
true.
huge, huge card to have.
I think his lower numbered stuff would be the best time, or his higher numbered stuff, 250, 199, 150.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff would be the best to buy right now. Because I saw it then the other day that his orange logo fractor went for like $400.
Okay. So people are definitely catching on, but
So
that's still pretty cheap.
people are catching on. Yes. So I think now, if you're going to invest, I think now would be the time to do it. Because when he gets that seat, I think those cards are going to probably double in price. Uh, could be
All right.
wrong. Y'all can call me out in the comments if I am. But I'm gonna start investing in some of his cards, so we'll have to see.
All right, I've got some of these pulled up. So,
Yep,
this is exactly what we were talking about is first appearance. If
yep.
Kamara or anybody for that matter in this F2 class right now makes the F1, it will be the first set of rookies to have a card with this stamp to make it through to F1. And that would be
Check those
huge.
out also.
Oh, the lights out, those are sick.
Yep, he's
Yeah,
got cards in the new set, so
that would be really good too. These cards are staying expensive. Yeah, people are definitely onto it, but you're right. I mean, if imagine Kimmy's cards of a first appearance, they would be going for significantly more than this. Not to say that he's going to be the next Kimmy, but he could be. I mean, you never know. I think
we
that,
really
that that's
don't.
a really yeah. I think that'd be a good catch. I'm also not sure about Solov. I know Solov has some of the older um, cards from some older sets as well. Yeah, so
That's
you've
out of
got
three.
that's out of 3 for 500. That's not bad. This is the current F2 leader having a better season than Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, you name it. $500 out of 3. So that's a really neat card.
The only thing odd about those are F3 cards.
Mm,
I'm not sure
okay.
how to feel about that, but
Yeah, I'm not either. He has some cards in the latest set,
yeah,
but I guess we'll just have to see. Tops
there
2020,
you go.
Tops F1. What, right here? We're talking about lights
I
out.
was talking about yeah, lights out.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean $13. This is a base, but it who knows? It could go for a lot. Numbered cards are in the $30 to $40 region. You've got a sapphire base for 20, but it says portrait, so that would be cool. The only downside to Soloff is he does not have a first appearance card, so that may be where some of the value's coming from uh
Yep.
on the Kamara side versus
He also does not have a guaranteed spot next season. Just keep that in mind.
yeah. Yeah. So we're not giving you financial advice at all. We are
Yeah,
just a little bit of conjecture on that.
speculating.
Speculating, that's right. Also, I think this has to do with the F1 card hobby and with some of these rookies. Topps Chrome 2026 should be announced in the next few months. I think
Yep.
last year pre-order started in November. I'm not sure exactly when it got announced, but it feels like we haven't had this set super long, but we really have. It's been almost a year, so that'll be really big for the hobby. It'll be really big for these rookies. It'll also be big for Gabriel Bortoleto will have his first cards at Audi. Uh, you'll have um, you'll have a few
Arvid rookie
different
cards.
yeah, Arvid rookie cards, things like that. That'll be pretty huge for the hobby. I think at this point, you buy any rookie card that comes out. Uh, Maybe don't spend a bunch of money on it, but if by chance they become like Kimmy, you see a $20 card become like a $600 card immediately.
Yeah, I mean his out of 150s are going for like $500.
It's
Um,
yeah, raw.
yeah, could have bought that for $10 like a year ago.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. I don't think it's sustainable, but you can at least get in on the craze and sell it off and make a little
If you
bit of
buy
money for the
every
collection.
rookie, you're almost guaranteed to make
Yeah,
money.
you're gonna hit at some point. So, yeah, I think that that's a pretty good pick. I think next year has a lot of rookies coming in. I think we both think that. I think that's
Yeah.
only good for the sport. New names in. I think we'll see a couple of old names go out. I think that this will be a really interesting season coming up with the new power changes, with the engine regulations, with the
Yep.
power units. That's what I was trying to say. So, are you looking forward to the 2027 season, or is your mind already to V8s?
I'm excited for next season because I think there might be a lot of changes,
Hmm.
but I'm kind of ready for V8. Um,
Yeah,
I think some of these younger drivers are gonna get showed up a little bit.
yeah.
Um, I'm kind of here for that. I like. I mean, I know Alonso won't be around, but hopefully Lewis Hamilton might. And I mean, we saw what he did in the V8s previously, so
Yep. 2008. I mean,
yeah,
2007 was great too. He just didn't win that year, barely.
you can kind of thank Alonso for that.
Yeah. I also think that the V8 era will be good, but I do think that next year will be interesting if we get a lot of rookies because we only had one rookie this year, and so we haven't got to see rookies cope with a totally different engine rule set. We have one, which that's not a good enough sample size, but if we have four or five come in, I feel like you'll be
Yeah,
able to judge them a little bit more, kind of like last year. There's Arvid's doing great, but there's no one else to judge him off of other than his second or third year teammate and some other drivers. So that'll be a really interesting piece with some of these lineups. So do you have anything else you want to add to this driver lineup prediction?
I think that's it. A lot of exciting
All right.
stuff.
Very exciting. So I'll close this out of here. We will we'll see you on the next episode. Well, this will be releasing on Monday. If you disagree with us, if you agree with us, you think that we're crazy, drop it down in the comments. This has been the Push Lap F1. See you later.